Hi guys, welcome to the video. It's Jay, Jet, and it is season 11. So I've been using Crawdaunt because that was the plan all along. I was hoping that I could do a legend run with the Lobster, but that will have to wait till next season. So yeah, I sort of put this team together. Thought it sort of covered the weaknesses pretty well all round. And yeah, so I mean the first couple of days, like some of the teams are always a bit random, and it's just one of them, isn't it? You sort of just don't really know what to expect. You don't really know what people are going to run. So, you know, but I'm just going to try and make Crawdaunt work, basically. So yeah, I've got plenty of time this season to prepare for next season, I guess. And hopefully I'll have it down to a fine art, and I'll be smashing it next season. So yeah. Anyway, had some good battles, had some fun times, some bad plays by me, but you know, that's just what you get. So you'd love to see this anyway. Yeah, Crawdaunt absolutely ruling the world here, smashing that Talonflame's heads in. It's going to start chunking at this Wolverine as well. So you'd love to see it. How much that does. It's ridiculous, isn't it? But just going to let it go. And then Talonflame can just incinerate down. Don't think I'll throw. I don't even need to shield, but I think I'm just shielding just because. But yeah, that's no time wasting. Just incinerate down. Don't need to throw the easy. Fantastic lead, not. So straight into Trev. Trevor is pretty much my safe swap here. And then they swap in a Bastiodon. And I was like, that's interesting. Like, I'll take it. Like, it's definitely not a Trev counter. So yeah, let's see. I mean, predicting that it would be G-Fisk in the back is sort of like a common line. But again, at this stage of the season, who knows? Who knows what people are running? So yeah, we'll see. So get rid of the Trev. In comes the Venu. They throw before I get to the Shadow Ball, which is well played by them. So Talonflame's just going to come in. And they've got an Azumarill. So not the greatest Pokemon for me to see here. I would have rather it been a G-Fisk. I let it go just because I can't do anything to this Azumarill now that Trev's gone. And yeah, this really probably should have just been a top left from me. I'm still shielding. I don't know what I'm doing here. What are you doing, dude? And I really should have put Do Not Disturb on as well. And like got all my notifications to not come through. So, you know, noob behaviour. But it's fine. And there we go. We top left eventually. So next game, another amazing lead. I forget to tap the switch, so I take a Volt Switch, which is hilarious. And then they swap in Azumarill into Trev, which that is not like a Trev counter, like really not. So I'm just gonna spam out these seed bombs. They double shield, which is perfectly fine by me. Seed bombs chunking away. Do I expend the shield here? I think it's worth it. And they throw a Play Rough, which is great because that means I know I can survive one, so I don't need to shield again. And I will subsequently get this off. So, Azu's KO'd now. Back in comes the Galv. I come in with Crawdaunt, which is questionable, to be honest. I also overtap and then throw a Night Slash, which is questionable, because really I should have thrown the Crab Hammer, which would have KO'd it. I get the attack, but it doesn't matter because they're at the move. In comes a G-Fisk. I sneak, which is huge, to be honest. I then overtap. And yeah, then it's a GG. I think it would have been a GG anyway, or maybe a simul KO. But yeah. Maybe I would have just lost actually. But still. Not like me to overtap. This is a good lead. So I know I can win this. A boost will obviously help. Should probably go for the Crab Hammer baits, but like you charge up to the Crab Hammer, but nah, I'll just go straight Night Slash. I go to catch, and they go to catch. In comes a Crustle, which is really interesting. I love Crustle. They tank the Shadow Ball, but it's not exactly tanked because it KOs them. They bring in a Heatran, so they are spicy motherfuckers, which is amazing. I love it. With Lick as well. So they let me down. Gonna come in with Talonflame, thinking like I can soak one move. They throw a Flamethrower, which is mad. I was expecting like Thunder Punch or Power Up Punch, but I mean, fine. They then shield, which is fine by me as well. I'm gonna let it go because I'm just thinking, well, Galvantula's just gonna sweep now. I've got 2 shields, resist the licks. I'm gonna snarl down, Crab Hammer the Swampert for the win. GG. So yeah, this is the first kind of draft for a team, so might have a go at some different teams along the way, but this one worked pretty well for me today. Don't appreciate a little bit of lag there, but I think it was mutual. They're a little slow on the Switch, but that was probably because of the lag as well. Don't know when they would have got back into the game like I did. But because of me getting so much of an energy lead, it means I can spam out the C-bombs. So I'm going to hopefully take both the shields. Which unfortunately I don't. So I decided to let it go because I favour energy over Switch. Of which I do insta-switch into Talonflame. So I've banned quite a bit of energy on Crawdaunt. Sneak and Incinerate, which is always lovely. They throw the Foul Play, which is a little frustrating that I didn't call that. Like, oh yeah. But, you know. But then they've got Trev in the back. I've got energy. I've got boosted attacks. Look how much that does. That's ridiculous. They also throw, which is perfect. So I'm just gonna throw the Night Slash before they get to another one. I don't really want to have to shield anything here because I know that the Scrafty's got a little bit of energy. So gonna shield whatever it throws. I know it won't KO me, but don't want to be stupid here. Go for the overkill, go for the Crab Hammer. And we get the boost as well as the game ends. There is so many needless boosts that we get today as we finish. But you know, that's cool. So great lead again. I'm catching all the leads here. But Trev, such a great safe swap. And then look at this. What is this? What are you doing? Why am I shielding leaf tornadoes? What am I doing? I know that they can learn air release, but like, that's just embarrassing. But yeah, so this absolute degenerate decides to go straight leaf tornado, which is fine. And I'm pretty sure they don't get a single attack debuff against me, which is hilarious. So I'm obviously thinking, well, they're not shielding, sorry, they're not switching out. So clearly, you know, they've got something in the back that can handle my Crawdaunt. So I'm like, well, I'm going to take shield advantage then, and energy advantage, which I do. And hilariously, that's a Talonflame with the wrong moveset. One KO with the Brave Bird. In comes Skarmory. Flame Charge away. And then bring in Crawdaunt just for good measure. They've obviously just rage quit there or whatever. I'm just going to snarl them down. Noob to Pokemon. Okay. So they're a noob, but they know they need to use Azu, which is fine. That's only 5 bubbles, so I know that's an Ice Beam, so I understand that they're a noob because they don't know the typings. But Ice Beam still does a hell of a lot. Jeez. So, safe swap with Trev again. They shield the Azu because I CMP tie them. Ice Beam coming in, obviously I knew they had that, so I thought it was a safe shield. They bring in a Reggie, so that's a beautiful shiny one at that. So feeling pretty safe here. Good CP on that Reggie as well, 1500, beautiful. Felt a bit quick, so it wasn't a Zap Cannon, it was a Flash Cannon. But I've banked my energy, got into Crawdaunt, going to take this Reggie out. Get the boost, and then I'm just going to go straight Night Slash because I'm just like, well, spam out the moves, maybe get another boost, who knows. But yeah, after a while these do add up. Are we going to force the shield here, or is Crawdaunt going to be an Azu counter? No. We get another boost. But I'm going to let it go. Going to farm it down. Don't know what they've got in the back, so I want to be safe. It's a Deoxys. Bit of lag. But this is over. Bring in the Trev. I don't know if they've just given up there. And then as it comes in, I go for the overkill Shadow Ball, because that's how I roll. I'm loving the extra dust as well. Like, I mean, at least it's given me an incentive to battle. I genuinely, when it was released that there was no ranking, I was just like, what's the point? Like, why am I battling? Like, I'll just stick to Sylph. Like, but no, I like the mini incentives of the extra Stardust because I'm always in need of dust. Always. Anyway, so we've got an Umbreon and they're going straight foul play, which is interesting, I guess. I mean, it's clearly still Trunks. But yeah, obviously they should be trying to throw a last resort, but I'm guessing it's either they've got a Psychic or they just know that Crawdaunt's squishy and they're just thinking, sod it, I can get away with going straight far play. So I'll take the shield advantage because, you know, they had to shield because their Crab Hammers destroy. So in comes Talonflame. I think I'm going to commit to a farm down. I'll have to shield, but I'm pretty fine with that. I'm going to come out with 100 energy. So, Talonflame with 100 energy is scary. In comes a Whiscash, not a Swampert, sorry. Looking at the type, and I thought it was a Swampert, I think, as well initially. They take the Brave Bird to the face. In comes Trev to catch the Mud Bomb. And what have they got in the back? It's an Alolan Raichu. So God knows why they didn't bring the Raichu into the Talonflame. But that's fine. Them Shadow Claws do so much damage. So much damage. Achu is a squishy boy. So into the next. Crawdaunt into Vig. Do not really want to see that either. Utilising the Trevenant safe switch. They've got a Sableye, which isn't great for me in this matchup, but it's playable in the ones. So that's basically what I'm going to do. I'm going to play it through the ones. I'm going to bait and then throw a Shadow Ball. Their Shadow Claws do so much to me. They let it go, which is awesome. They bring the Vig back in. Obviously it's just Body Slam. I'll probably survive. Yeah. Get to the Seed Bomb, just 1 HP. Lovely. That's a nice bit of chip damage. And then Talonflame can start ramping up. They bring in Poliwrath. I haven't got a clue what I'm going to do here. Not a clue at all of what I'm doing here. So let the Dynamo Punch go. I'm counting. I'm like Ice Punch or Dynamo Punch. I'm fine. It's not Hydro Pump. But no. They've got Scald. Of course. Of course. Like, I had that moment of, well, that's not a Hydro Pump. Poliwrath learns Scald now as well. Has done for a season. But this knobhead forgot. So yeah. We gave it a go. So Walrein lead, this is fine, and it's got Frost Breath, not Powder Snow. So obviously it does a little bit more damage, but the energy generation is slow. So they're gonna let it go. Over farming, they make a lovely catch on their Scrafty. But that's fine. Like, yeah, I've banked some energy still. Come in with Trev. I don't mind this matchup at all. You can play it a lot of different ways. They tend not to shield. Obviously, you outpace. And if you call the bait, then it makes it easier. If you fail to call the bait, then you're probably just going to take shield advantage. So, sort of, I'm a fan of the shield advantage at the minute with Talonflame. But yeah, a lot of them do bait. Shield up the foul play. Looked like I was contemplating not shielding them, which would have been a bit mad. In comes a Jellicent, so I'm going to Brave Bird. Get into my Crawdaunt. Gonna over farm. Really should have probably just straight thrown. Then Frost Breaths do so much damage. But I do have another Night Slash Bank, then obviously it's got a bubble, so resist the moves anyway. get the boost, which is absolutely clutch, because that means that one Incinerate is gonna KO. So I tried my best to throw that, but we were good in the end. So Wishcash lead. Mud bombs hit a lot harder than I expected. Everything hits harder than you expect when you've got the Crawdaunt. Is pretty much, yeah. Although it did survive a seed bomb off a Trevenant, so that was good to know. Bank the energy, catch the mud bomb on Trev. Out comes the Scrafty again. You know, I don't mind this. I've got a bit of an energy advantage. They have acid spray. They have acid spray. Oh my god. First time for everything. So that was annoying. So obviously now Trev's debuffed. Can't say debuffed. Debuffed. So I'm probably just going to let it go. Yeah. Let Talonflame come in. Do its thing. I think the reason why as well is I was like, well, do you know what? They've got acid spray. They acid spray me here. Which they do. Which is hilarious. Hilariously bad. In comes the Whiscash. I've already clicked the Brave Bird, which is a bit annoying. Swap out. There's a Snorlax in the back. This is a win. This is a GG. They also shield the Night Slash. Then I'm going to Crab Hammer. Unfortunately, didn't get a boost. But it did off the Crab Hammer. But I've got a shield. I've got 60 energy, so they're going to get Brave Birded. I've got more than... I've got a lot of energy. It's a goodbye. So yeah, Crawdaunt has been pretty fun. Like, this team's been pretty fun to use. And what a lead! We're finally getting good leads. Do they know? Do they know what this Pokemon is? So throwing the Night Slash, probably going to shield. They should have, you know, at least noticed my typing by now. Gonna bank some energy before I switch into Trev, because why not? I've got 3 things that beat Bronzong, so didn't really bother me. How low Crawdaunt was getting, I was just thought the energy is going to be nice in the end game. Don't have to shield anything against Vigoroth. I just completely wall it, and yeah, it might wall the ghost typing, but the seed bombs do hit pretty nicely. Seed bombs are, I feel like it's an underrated move. So they bring in a Nidoqueen. I get so greedy, which was a bit annoying. But you know, we have the odd lapse in concentration every now and again, don't we? I go for the Flame Charge. Probably could have Brave Birded, but they shield, swap out, combo play with the Crab Hammer, which is gonna destroy. Goodbye. In comes the Bronzong. Gonna shield it up no matter what it is. Bulldoze, Psyshock, whatever. It's the Psyshock, that's fine. And then they quit before I could kill them. Damn it. Stunfisk lead. This is okay. Go straight for the Crab Hammer. People tend not to shield, so I decided to just start going straight for the Crab Hammer, and that does a lot. Oh, that was nice. So I'm going to swap, I think, yeah. Going to Trev. Shadow Claw them down before they get to the next rock slide, or I'm well confused. Felt like they had the energy, but whatever. Maybe they had the energy as I Shadow Claw them down. So obviously the dreaded Scrafty comes in, which is fine. Shield up the foul play, which is good. But yeah, I've got a lot of energy here. I'm not really too worried. Spam. Trev is just ridiculously good. And I think Talonflame is underrated as well. Like, it doesn't get as much play as it should. But obviously Crawdaunt is just crazy amazing. So in comes the Azu. I think I catch on Crawdaunt. Yeah. Catch the Ice Beam on Crawdaunt, yeah. That means I can just safely finish the game off with Trev now. And we go for the overkill. It would have been I would have been fine either way, even if they did KO me Trev, because Talonflame would have just swept up. So another Stunfisk lead. And they swap out because they know. But unfortunately, I've got Trev. Trying to remember what which game this was. I think this might be the Altar. I think I fucked this game up badly. But I also think the game fucks me over badly as well. if it's that game, but we'll see. We'll see. Tried to swap out there, but we'd CMP'd. That's fine. I do swap out. Gonna throw the Crab Hammer, which is a bit overkill at this point because they were probably low enough for the Night Slash. They then catch the Night Slash on an Altaria. So they've banked the Rock Slide. And now in comes an Altaria. They're not going to appreciate me spamming these out. A boost would be nice here, but I don't get it. But I do get to another Night Slash before they can Dragon Breath me down. Which I think forces the shield. Get a boost then though. I think I bring Trev back in. Knowing I can get to a C-Bomb. They CMP. I let it go. In comes Talonflame. I sneak, which is lovely. And then I should be throwing, but I don't. I decide I can flame incinerate down, which I can't. Then in comes G-Fisk, and even though I was smashing my flame charge, apparently G-Fisk wins CMP. I'm not sure. Not really sure what happened there. But whatever. That's on me. I should have just thrown another one. So interesting lead. It's not the best lead, but they swap out, which is awesome. Means that I can bring my Talonflame in here, because obviously I do not want it to see the Bastiodon. Gonna take the Sludge Bomb. Don't want to give the Bastiodon like farm. Throw the Flame Charge. They shield, so I was like, right, okay, well, if you're shielding, I'm shielding. Like, I'm gonna incinerate you down, and I'll be able to land a move on the Basti. So we go straight Flame Charge. It should do a nice chunk. We've also denied, so I'll get an incinerate off. Can't get the second one. Instantly bring in Trev, which is when they swap out, so that's fine. Try to catch the weather ball on Crawdaunt, but I think they either got refunded or they were waiting for me to catch. Annoyingly, they get to the leaf storm here just before I can get to my move. And I've got to shut the claw down, and because they've debuffed themselves, I survive pretty handily. And I'm just going to double Shadow Ball a Basti. Get the fuck out of here. Basically. So I think I went 15 in 20 with this team. 15 wins out of 20, so pretty happy with that for first attempt. Not paying attention, so I don't swap out quick enough. Then I bait because they stayed in, so I'm like, oh, maybe they're going to commit shields. They've obviously got something else in the back. They don't. I CMP'd them. Obviously going to let it go because I know it's a Leaf Blade. Frustrating that they didn't shield. And they bring in a bloody Probo pass with Rock Throw. So Shadow Ball this. They don't shield again, but it is a bit thick, so gonna bring in the Lobster. We'll have to expend the shield here though, which is frustrating. I overfarm one. Probably could have overfarmed another one, but I didn't want to like CMP or anything. In comes a Toxic Rogue. This is not good for me. They've got shields, so I need to call their bait, basically. Sneak and Incinerate through, which is ridiculous. A shield, it's a bloody Mud Bomb. And right there, that means it's a GG. Because they're going to get to the Sludge Bomb before I can Incinerate them down. So annoying. Didn't call the bait. Should have called the bait. And yeah. But hey. So yeah, a lot of these losses were my own fault. So I'm pretty happy with the team. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you've got any suggestions, any team comp suggestions with the Lobster, let me know. And yeah, like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. I'll catch you in the next one.